Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I hope you are having a fantastic day and you are getting your new year started off right. I wanted to come by and give you a couple of tips for getting organized this year. I know a lot of people have New Year's resolutions and goals and things that they have set for the new year. And one of the ways that I have found that you're able to reach those goals at least a lot quicker is if you are more organized. So, um, let me share a few tips with you and then let me know if you have done any of these and they have helped you. So, the first one is to wake up before the kids. I have found that waking up, even just 15 minutes, 30 minutes if you have little ones, is what really helps with getting organized for the day so that you're not feeling rushed and there's not this kind of chaos in the morning, especially with getting the kids ready for school and then you getting off to work or to whatever you're going to start your day doing. So I personally have been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm not saying you should. It took a while for me to get to that point where I could wake up that early, but that is the time that I have for myself to either work out, to get things organized for the day or the week, and then to do my blogging and get caught up with stuff for the Navy too. So that's my time because at nights, I don't know, the kids tend to not want to go to sleep. So get up early before the kids wake up. Another thing around the house, a couple of things that I found that have been helpful with keeping your house a little bit more organized and not having it toys everywhere and things like that is whenever you leave a room, take something out that goes to another room. So it's so easy, especially with my little ones, for them to take something from their room, bring it downstairs, or have something in the playroom and it ends up in the living room, that kind of thing. So things always are getting shuffled around. So whenever, at least going from upstairs to downstairs or vice versa, I always take something with me that needs to go back. Especially because going up and down the stairs is not fun. So if I know I'm going to go upstairs to, let's say, go put away laundry, I'll take some of the mail or some papers that I see and bring it upstairs to the office, that kind of thing. So whenever you're leaving a room, like I said, just make sure you're taking something from one room to go to another, and that will help kind of clear up things and keep things a little bit more organized. Now, if you have little ones like me, mine are 6 and 2. I still do bath time with them, and while they're in the bath, that's my time to kind of like tidy up the bathroom. So I'll let them play and have fun, but I'm over there wiping the mirrors down and the counters and whatnot. And depending on how things are going in the tub with the kids and them having fun, I can get the bathroom pretty clean pretty quick. So that's an easy way to find time to not only spend time with the kids and interact with them, but also make sure that you keep the bathroom in order. Next one is having the kids help. So I did a blog post, which I'll put a link to, about having toddlers helping you with doing chores, and then also another one on why chores are important for kids. And I think having kids helping you out is essential for keeping you sane. Like, you can't do it all by yourself. So getting the kids involved and not necessarily making it seem like a chore, but making it fun for them makes it a lot easier for them to get involved and get things done, and then also help you out at the same time. So I started the 2-year-old when he was 1 on helping with chores. So he knows how to put away his toys. So he loves to play with blocks. That is his favorite thing to play with. But that is the messiest thing ever because he just throws blocks everywhere. But I do not pick up blocks. So I tell him when it's time to go, I'll be like, all right, let's put the blocks back in the bag. And he will take his time. It might take about 5 minutes for him to put all the blocks away, but at least he can do that, and then I can take care of something else. So especially before meal times, tell the kids, all right, put away your toys before you come to the table and eat. And that will help definitely keep things organized and reduce the clutter that can build up around the house. Now, for the teenagers, one hack that I found when I was a teenager back in the day was some of my friends' parents would tell them, you can't leave until all your chores are done. So let's just say I wanted to go to the movies with one of my friends. Their mom was telling them, hey, you can go to the movies, but you got to make sure all your chores are done. So that means cleaning up their room, doing the dishes, and whatever other chores they had. But of course, they told them in advance, so they had like an hour to get these chores done before they left. But that is a good tactic if you have teenagers who are trying to leave out of the house to go do things. Tell them, yeah, you can go, but you got to make sure you do your chores. That will help you out. Next is well, one other thing before we move on is having the kids helping with the chores. Make sure to not necessarily have one child do all of the chores or do stuff for everyone else. So for instance, my 6-year-old, sometimes I'll make him, after we take a bath, I'll tell him to put his clothes in the laundry room. And sometimes I'll make him take his brother's clothes to the laundry room. And that to him is like super unfair because he's like, well, why can't he take his clothes? Which is a very valid point. But it just builds up a lot of resentment, and then it's one person doing everything. So just make sure that you spread it around if you have multiples, that it's not one child doing everything. So I'm trying to be more mindful of that myself in getting the 2-year-old to help out and do stuff because he is more than capable of putting his clothes away and putting his toys away. Next thing is just working together. So I have seen a lot of parents talk about turning off the TV, get off all electronics, and that time they clean up the house, but while they're cleaning, they're talking and laughing and making jokes and things like that. So make it kind of a family effort, and it, one, makes it go by a lot quicker, and two, that can be some fun time that you guys spend together. And then, like I said, make sure you start them out young. Don't wait until they're 12 to try to get them to start doing chores. Like I said, I started when mine was 1. When he could walk and could pick things up and put them down, he was helping mommy out. So just simple things, like putting away the toys, or putting, like my son, he puts his plate on the countertop when we're all done. To clear off the table. Just simple things. And like I said, I'll link the blog post up about chores that toddlers can do, so it can help you out, and some things that are a little bit more age appropriate, so you'll know what they can and can't do. Then once you kind of get the kids helping you out and have a little bit more of a handle in the house, I would definitely say next is hit up the closet, because that's one overlooked place, is making sure that you get rid of clothes and shoes and things that you're not wearing or haven't worn in many years. Just making sure you get those things out so that you can keep the rest of your clothes organized for the year. Then a big thing that will really help you with getting organized is having a schedule. Not only a schedule, but a calendar to put the schedule in. Now, you can use a app like Google Calendar, or you can have a planner where you handwrite everything. Personally, I like my planner. I have a planner that I use that's from Target, and it's not here, but it's the same exact one as I had from last year, and I write everything in there. And now I've really been making an effort to put everything, even my son's stuff for school, things for my husband, I put everything in there so I don't forget. And that will help keep you organized throughout the day and the week too. But if you use a digital calendar or an app or something like that, just make sure you put everything in there so that you can get organized and prepared. So even your exercise and your mommy time or self-care time, put that in there. Put time to plan out meals, because that's a real big one that I see not only for myself but other moms we struggle with. We get home from work or from wherever, and it's 5 o'clock. Next thing you know, it's 6:30 and we haven't even started dinner yet. And dinner is going to take another hour, and we want to make sure we have the kids in bed by 8 o'clock. Like, it's going to be really hard to do dinner and do bath time and get them ready for bed when it's 6:30. So it just makes it really, really tricky. But the thing that really helps is, like I said, just planning things out and having things scheduled out. So when I was super organized and had things together, I would spend Sundays. That would be my planning day. I plan out for the week, not only for my blog and things like that. I'd also do meal planning. So I'd plan out what we'd have for dinner each day. And then I would look and see what things we needed as far as groceries, and then that's how I make my grocery list. And speaking of groceries, you definitely want to do Walmart grocery shopping, their online groceries. It will save you a ton of time and some money because you won't go to the grocery store hungry. So, what is an app that you download on your phone, your iPad, wherever, and you can order your groceries and then go to Walmart and then have them picked up. They will put the groceries in your car so you don't even have to get out of the car. It just, like I said, makes your life super, super easy. So if you're doing meal planning, that will help you to, make sure you have all the ingredients by checking your cart to make sure everything's in there. And then, like I said, you're not going to be, purchasing food. Well, sometimes I do. You won't purchase a whole bunch of things that you don't need, especially if you were to go to the grocery store hungry, which is not good. So like I said, make sure that you put in everything in your calendar. Like I said, your work schedule, the kids' school schedule, exercise, your time for yourself, and then planning out meals and things like that. Put everything in there. And that will definitely help keep you a lot more organized. Now, if you're having trouble finding a meal planner, a weekly planner, I do have one that will definitely help. So you can go over to the website and download it for free. I also put that link in there for the weekly and meal planner so that you can have that to make your life a lot easier and organized. So that is all my tips that I have. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you do to help keep you organized, and definitely share with me some new things if I didn't mention anything here today. So thank you for listening to me today, and I will be back next week to share with you something pretty vulnerable. I'm planning on sharing some things with you, so not only for me to keep myself accountable, but also to help anyone else who's struggling with some of the same things I am. So I will catch you next week. Have a great day.